Hey guys, Perry here, and we're back with another Anime Defenders video, and in today's video we're going to be doing another installment of our unit review series. Now, if you couldn't tell who we're going to be reviewing, we are going to be seeing none other than the Legion Captain. She's a new unit added in the exclusive banner, which was surrounded by a bit of controversy, but she is an incredibly good unit. Hill, really good range, good damage. We have a double trait on her, but you know, it's not going to affect the test too much. You'll be doing relatively the same damage anyway. And big shout out to this subscriber right here. We're going to put their name up on the screen. They're the one that lent me the unit, so without her help this video would not have been a thing, because I wasn't going to be buying wishes. So without any further ado, if you don't know how unit review works, we're going to be putting this unit into most of the content in this game. That includes challenges, story mode, infinite mode, and raids, as well as Tower of Eternity. And we're going to be giving her a rating from 1 through 10 and determining whether she's good or not and you should summon for her. Also, not going to be doing Hall of Mirrors because it's a multiplayer centric game mode, relatively new, and from the ratings that you see in the other game modes, you're going to be able to tell if she's good or not in this game mode regardless. With all that being said, let's get right into these showcases. So first up, we're going to be seeing how she does in challenges, and as you can see, off placement, she has better range than some mythics off placement. Look at this. Very good damage with an extremely low SPA, 3.3 seconds, and she has a nice circle AoE attack. She will solo any challenge in any map for you with absolutely no problems. The fact that she's a hill unit doesn't even hold her back either, because just because you can't place her on the ground, that really doesn't matter, because there's so many spots to place hill units and her range is just so good that she's going to reach regardless. For challenges, we're going to be giving her a very nice 8 out of 10. Now, how does this unit hold up in Tower of Eternity? Well, as you can tell, since she's not multi-hit off placement, she's having a little bit of trouble dealing with all these shields and blue health bars. But she attacks so fast that it's honestly negligible. Like, you're going to be able to deal with the enemies in this game mode pretty easily. And we'll place a second one of her just so we can kill things faster. Her SPA really works wonders for her, especially off placement. Overall, I think she's pretty good for Tower of Eternity, especially since she summons units for you. And in Tower of Eternity, we're going to be giving her a very nice 8 out of 10. Let's move on to the next one. Now we're going to be seeing how this unit does in story mode, and we took her into the current hardest map in the game, and as you can see from this footage, she is just steamrolling. Absolutely no issues whatsoever. She's hill, so she can do more damage to these flying enemies, which is even better for her. And since, you know, story modes are relatively short per level, she is an incredibly strong pick for this game mode, being able to carry you through not only all of story, but probably future story modes too. For story mode, I'm going to be giving her a very nice 9 out of 10. Let's go to the next one. Okay, now we're going to be seeing how this unit holds up in infinite mode. Why did it take me so long to say that? Infinite mode. We're going to see how she does in infinite mode. I had her placed prior, which is why you see all these little soldiers shooting at him. But yeah, off placement, let's see, is there a spot where we can get her? I think this is the best spot, honestly. So yeah, off placement, 1.7k damage, almost 1.8k, 3.3 second SPA, which is crazy, with 31 range. So let's upgrade her 2 more times. She's going to get this move called Double Energy Blast, and if the enemies can even make it, yeah, there we go. So if the name didn't give it away, she just shoots it twice. Upgrade her twice more, and now she gets a move called Exploding Bullet. And if the enemies can make it without dying, which might be a little easier said than, there we go, yeah. So it's just one big shot, and it has pretty decent AoE. Let's upgrade her 2 more times. Now she's going to get a move called Charged Tech Beam, which is personally my least favorite move from her kit. Not because it's bad or anything, but it's line AoE, and we all know how we feel about line AoE. Upgrade her 2 more times. Now she gets her final attack called Energized Beam. And this attack is honestly just crazy. It might be my favorite looking attack in the game because of the sheer scale of it. Like, look at this. I have to step all the way back just to be able to see the whole thing. It's like a massive beam, and it covers half the map. So definitely a cool looking attack. It's cone AoE, but it's a huge cone AoE. Like, this is basically going to be hitting the entirety of the track when she's lined up straight. And she has a move called Beam Barrage, which we're going to showcase as soon as it's off cooldown. On max, she's doing 30k, 7.8 second SPA with 55.6 range. This is actually crazy. And this is without any range buffs, by the way. There's a unit that buffs your range. If we had that on, she probably would have map-wide coverage. I know some of my subscribers told me that there are some maps where if you place her in the right spot and you range buff her, she'll literally reach the entire map. And she's 2 placements, so we're going to be able to put 2 of her down. Let's put another one right here. Upgrade her to max real quick. Now we have 2 units doing this crazy beam. And they both have separate cooldowns for Beam Barrage, which, I don't know. I thought they'd share a cooldown since they're the same character, but, you know, that just makes her even better. You could stagger the cooldown, so you could use one at one moment and then wait to use the second one. But yeah. Let me sell this unit real quick so you guys can see what Beam Barrage does. So we're going to use it. And she just does this like crazy triple beam attack. Pretty sure this hits like bigger than her Cone AoE. And yeah, that, like overall, I think she's an incredibly good unit for Infinite. But in Infinite mode, eventually the enemies are going to be so strong that they're just going to be able to walk out of her range of this cone. The fact that she's not fully AoE holds her back a little bit for me, even though she has insane range. Range can only take you so far when you're not hitting everything in your immediate path. So overall, don't get me wrong, she's still incredibly good. For story modes, we're going to be giving her a solid 7 out of 10. So how does she do in raids? Well, initially I brought some support because I thought she wouldn't be able to handle the entirety of the raid by herself. But as you can see, I'm on round 18 and I've placed nothing but the 2 Legion captains in my farms. And she is doing more than well. Like, she is not having any trouble killing these enemies, besides this one boss, but he's about to die anyway. And look at this insane range. Literally almost map-wide range on max upgrade. And her summoned units also help out with DPS too. She's 2 placement. Overall, oh my, you can't even see me. That attack is huge. Anyways. Overall, she's a really solid unit to bring into raids. Decent damage, probably the best range that we have in the game. She also has this very cool ability called Beam Barrage. Look at that. That is crazy. But yeah, for raids, we're going to be giving her a 9 out of 10. Let's move on to our closing thoughts. Alright, so what's her overall rating, and do I think that she's worth summoning for or not? Well, I'm going to give her an overall score of 8 out of 10. Even though I don't think the ratings line up exactly, that's what I personally want to give her. She is an 8 out of 10 unit. Incredibly good, extremely versatile. You can take her into quite literally every piece of content in this game and you will be fine. You're not going to regret choosing her. She's extremely good. Good summon ability, incredible range, good damage, really cool ability, really cool damage ability. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but the developer said that they wanted to buff damage abilities, which includes Igris's little sword nuke thing and this ability. So if you think she's good now, she's only going to get better as time goes on. So do I think she's worth summoning for or not? Guys, I'm going to be honest, no. I know that I hyped her up in this review and she was really good. She did incredibly well, but 0.7% chance statistically you're going to have to spend, you know, maybe 20 wishes you'll get her if you're lucky, right? But I just don't think you should gamble on a chance of getting her, because although she's good, there are units that are just as good in the game that you can get without having to open up that wallet. But, you know, in the coming updates, it's going to be easier to get wishes. As of right now, I don't think you should be spending your money. But when the new update comes out and they make wishes way easier to get, definitely get this unit. She's incredible. And that's going to wrap up our unit review for now. If you guys enjoyed this video and learned anything new or enjoyed the content, feel free to like, sub, comment, all that wonderful stuff. Have a great day or night wherever you are, and we will catch you in the next one.